Coming up next on Mr. Mush Makes.
And then I'm gonna stick Charlie on top, like that.
Okay, are we gonna surf or just get a PhD in it?
And give the flower petals a little more character.
Nah, bruh, that slang is whack. Hard whack!
If you want a short board, you're done.
Is he riding a horse?
That's either highly advanced or completely made up. Hey, Mr. Mush! I was analyzing the activity that you humans call surfing. And I understand the physics, lift, velocity, fluid dynamics. But why do people want to do it?
Well, Cilo, it's not just about how it works. It's also about why it feels so good. Surfing started hundreds of years ago in Polynesia, especially in Hawaii. It wasn't just fun, it was a tradition, a way of connecting with the ocean. Over time, people started using different board sizes. Long boards are easier to balance on, and short boards let you do tricks.
So it's not just with plank gliding? It's a cultural art form powered by emotional physics?
Exactly. Some people just love chasing waves. Did you know the biggest wave ever surfed was in Portugal and was 100 feet tall?
That seems unnecessarily splashy. Wouldn't that liquefy your brain cells?
And that's why we always respect the ocean and know our limits. Okay, are we gonna surf or just get a PhD in it?
I already have 3 PhDs, none of them in wave chasing.
You know, you could always get a minor in splashology.
I think I'll major in looking awesome in sunglasses. That's not accredited.
But it is a popular online course.
Then I'm graduating with honors.
Smush yourself. For our episode about surfing, we're gonna make Charlie Dog surfing on a big wave. I already pre-made Charlie Dog right here, and I need to make a surfboard and the big wave for him to go surfing. So let's get to it. So first of all, you're gonna need sand color. You could use yellow. I decided to make like a lightish brownish color for the sand. And I'm gonna just, pat out a pancake just like this, just to show the sand. All right, and then I'm going to make my big wave. Okay, I'm using a light blue piece of clay, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just curve it around like this, kind of like you're making the letter C, like that. And then you just add the wave to the sand like this, and then you can spread this part out over the sand just like this to make it feel like it's really like a part of the beach, just like that. All right, and then I'm going to add a little bit of white, all right, on the edge for foam. Okay, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll a coil out like this, okay, just like this, and then I'm gonna put it on the end like this, okay, and then I'm gonna smooth that into the wave like this, okay, and I want it to feel like organic. You can just stick it on if you want. Okay, if you want to put a little more on the top, you can, but I think that's pretty good. Okay, so then now I think I just need to make this a little bit thinner, like I'm pushing in because the wave was starting to collapse, and we don't want that. Okay, just like this. There we go. All right, so this is what it looks like right now. All right, so the wave is coming in. So now what we need to do is we need to, I'm just blending this in a little bit more. All right, I just think that looks nice. Now we need to make Charlie board, surfboard, and that's really simple. Pick whatever color you want, okay? I'm gonna take this light purple, and I'm going to smush like an oval like this, okay? Just like this. Okay, you don't want it too thin, okay? you want it to have some thickness because Charlie's gonna need to stand on it. Okay? And I mean, and also too, you can decide who's surfing. Now, you could decide, do you want them under the wave like this? You could do that, or you could have them on top of the wave. I'm gonna put Charlie on top, like this. Okay, just like this. I'm gonna have the wave, not the wave, the surfboard, just over the edge, just a little bit, and then I'm gonna stick Charlie on top, like that. And there you go. You got Charlie Dog, or whoever you want, okay, to go surfing, all right? And then to make Charlie Dog, it was really easy. I just used like small balls of clay like this, and for his head, you know, just like this, okay? There's his body, there's his head. And then I just did a round red to make up his shorts, all right? So there you go. So pretty simple, all right, on how to make someone surfing on a wave, okay? Just like that. All right, I'm gonna leave that right there so you can get a good look. All right, with that being said, I would love to see your person surfing on a big giant wave. Maybe it's Charlie Dog, maybe it's you, maybe it's your dad, your grandma, whoever. But whatever you do, just take a picture of it and send it into MrMushMakes.com. I would love to see what you created. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out in the long run. All right, with that being said, I'll see you next time. Peace.
There he goes, Charlie Dog. He's achieving hydrodynamic lift.
Yeah, that's all fine and good, Cilo. But can he do it with style? Hanging 10. Classic. I respect the fundamentals.
10 toes, 10 points. Strong start. Yes.
Okay. What is that? Surfboard yoga?
I believe he is saluting the sun while riding the sea.
That's called Wipeout Warrior pose. Is he riding a horse?
That's either highly advanced or completely made up.
Either way, 10 out of 10 would ride into the sunset.
I told him Betsy the Invisible Horse wasn't ready for the big waves. Yes.
Classic Wipeout. He'll feel that splash in the morning.
Mush here. So, today, for our craft project, for our surfing episode, we're gonna make a surfboard out of popsicle sticks, and it's really simple. All right. So I pre-painted my popsicle sticks with the colors that I wanted to use. So if you want to paint yours ahead of time, go ahead. If you just want it to be plain wood, just use regular popsicle sticks. All right. So if you look here, this is how you need to arrange your popsicle sticks. And if you're okay with a short board, then you stop here. I'm going to show you how to do a long board. All right. So we need to make it go from the middle one is the tallest, then the next two go down a little bit, and then the next two go down a little bit. And then to make it a long board, we're going to do it again, but then we're going to glue it on this one on the other side so that it makes the long board. All right. So I'm going to hot glue these together, and then I'm going to show you both pieces, and then I'll show you the next steps. And then I cut off the ends for the fins that go underneath the board, and I'll show you how to do that at the end. Add these on at the end. All right. All right. So I'm going to hot glue these together, and then I'll see you on the other side. All right, we're back. So look, I got my two pieces all hot glued. As you saw in the super fast mode, I put the glue on the sides here and stuck it all together. And I forgot to mention at the beginning, remember, when we're using hot glue, you need to ask a parent, grown up for help, or ask for permission, okay? So if you want a short board, you're done. And then you just add these on the ends like this, okay, and put them where you want them. But we're making a longboard, so I'm going to hot glue these two together like this. All right, so I'm just gonna put some hot glue right here, right on top, and then we're gonna stick it together like that, just like that, okay? And then you can decide which side is gonna be the bottom. I think this is gonna be the bottom, and then we stick our fins on like so, okay? And you wanna hold them in place. Sometimes it helps to blow to cool the glue a little bit quicker. And then I'm gonna put one fin right here. Put the glue right there. Be careful, especially because these pieces are really small. We don't want to get burned, okay? All right. Okay, so then we got our fins. And then I would say the last thing you want to do, you can take a Sharpie and add some designs or patterns on it. But Mr. Mush is running out of time, so we're going to leave it right there. All right, so there is your popsicle stick surfboard, okay? And with that being said, I would love to see your popsicle stick surfboard, okay? So take a picture of it, upload it to MrMushMakes.com, and I would love to see what you created. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out in the long run. All right, with that being said, I'll see you next time. Peace.
Yo, that wave was turbo-rip-tastic, my flip-flop explorers. I was totally zonking in the splash portal.
Wait, zonking in the splash portal, does that mean you had fun?
Ultra mega fun, buddy.
How do you understand that? I don't know, it just kind of makes sense to my heart.
Right here, in the chest noodles.
Okay, well check this out. The whole ride was straight fuego, no cap. I was mid-drip into the wave ratio, and it went full sus. But then I low-key raised my board into orbit. What?
Did he hit his head on a jellyfish?
Hello? I was speaking Gen Z. You know, cool kid talk. Nah, bruh, that slang is whack.
Hard whack, like a jelly flip reverse turbo.
Cilo, translate.
It sounds like he's trying too hard, my dude.
Alright, fine. Next time I'll just say, that was fun. Now that's something we all can understand.
Radical honesty, my guy.
Hey everyone, Mr. Mush here. So, for our surfing episode, we need to design our own surfboards. Alright, we're going to pretend we're surfer dudes, Hangton, broski, and we are going to draw our own surfboard. Alright, so let's get to it. So we're going to start off by drawing our surfboard like this. Alright, we're going to draw a really long and skinny like oval, like we're almost like making a hot dog. Okay, so we're going up, curve it around like this, and then we're going back down like that. Okay, and then we're going to draw a bumpy line for the sand, and then for the background we can draw some ocean waves like that. We can put the sun in the corner like this. Give them sunglasses. Okay. If you want to add anything else, you can. All right, but we're going to be focused on the surfboard. All right. Now, what we're drawing is like a 10-foot board. These are generally the easiest boards to ride. All right. And sometimes surfboards have stripes. All right. So I would suggest getting a ruler and draw a straight line going down the middle, and then just slide it over a little bit like this, the ruler, and draw the other line like that. Okay, and then once you have your stripe, you can decorate it however which way you want. If you want to put lightning bolts, pineapples, palm trees, sea turtles, it's up to you. But what I'm going to show you to do today is I'm going to show you how to draw Hawaiian flowers and put them on your board. All right. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. All right. So you might be like, well, flowers? That's pretty easy, Mr. Mush. Oh, well, if you were drawing them like the way I'm going to draw them, they're a little bit more advanced. All right. That's why I wanted to do this. All right. So to get started, we're going to draw 5 petals. 5 petals. All right. And the stem. All right. So we're going to draw 1 petal right here. And then we're going to draw another one. And then we're going to draw another one like this. And then we're going to draw one right here. And then one underneath. I think I made this one just a little bit too big or too close. So I'm going to redraw that one. One above. And then one's going to be right there. But before I do that, I want to draw the stem. And all the stem is you draw kind of like a curved line going out, a curved line going back in, and then curve it around, and then draw little curly lines at the end like this. And then draw your last petal, okay? And to give it that surfboard decal feel, you want to draw like these little hoops inside. Sometimes they have bumps like this, okay? Sometimes they have 1, 2, 3 bumps, okay? You know, and then it's like if you want to get ideas, look up Hawaiian flower decals in online, okay, to give you ideas. And you can do the same for the outside. Once you have the basic shape of the flower, you can draw and give the flower petals a little more character, because flower petals aren't perfect like that, okay? And then you're going to do that and put as many flowers as you want on your board, all right? Okay, so I could keep drawing, or I could just show you my finished piece, okay? So there it is. So then I drew all the other flowers, and I kept the color scheme. I wanted to do my 2 favorite colors. I did orange for the stripe, and I did purple flowers. And if you notice, let's get a close-up here. If you notice, I used 2 different shades of purple, okay? And I would flip-flop it. I would do the dark purple and then light purple, or I would do the light purple on the outside and the dark purple on the inside, okay? And then, of course, I colored it in. You can color it in whichever way you want. You can use crayons, colored pencils, markers, paints. I chose to go with crayons. Okay, for my sky, I took a naked crayon, 2 naked crayons like this, and I blended them together to make that nice hot sky. All right, with that being said, I would love to see your surfboards. Please go to MrMushMakes.com, upload your surfboard drawings, and I would love to see what you created. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really means a lot to us in the long run, and it really helps us. All right, so with that being said, I'll see you next time. Peace.
Well, that is it for today's show. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you like what you saw, do us a big favor and give us a big thumbs up, ring that bell, and hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to us. And don't forget to share your art on MrMushMakes.com. We'd love to see what you created.
Don't wipe out. Hit that like button. Hang 10 and tap subscribe, my dudes.
All right, well, that does it for today. So remember, when art is in your heart, ideas are in your mind. There's nothing you can't do. And remember, always be kind. See you next time.
Later, day.